Hey, Fushi ladies, how are you today? Everybody, Facebook family, and people that are watching from all over the world, my YouTube friends. Today I want to give my condolences to a very special friend of mine, and I just want to take a moment of silence for him. Okay, to God be the glory. So the shirts were reading that first of all, Nipsey, he didn't even know that he was a young king, but we all know that he's a young king, and really he's a king, and it's beyond us. It's biblical. That's how I feel. So there's no explaining it, and I don't have to elaborate on what I mean by him being a young king, with all the love and all the affection that was going on throughout the whole entire world from people who did not even know him. I would call that agape love. And for those of you who don't know what agape love is love unconditional. No matter who you are, what you've done, your faults, what you look like, what you said yesterday, the love in his heart was like the love of God. And that's what they said David was. David was a man after God's own heart. David did a lot of things, but God made him king. And will forever be grateful for the revelation that I've seen across the world, and I can't say just in the United States, but the revelation that I've seen in the UK and the Middle Eastern, the United States of America. I'm talking Asia, Japan, everybody all over the world, Eritrea, Ethiopia, all over the world have cried and mourned about the passing of Nipsey Hussle. So I just want to say to his family and his kids and his wife, London, and even his first daughter's mom, because it's also affecting her, I'm sure, and his brother, his brothers, his dad, his grandma, that I am very, very honored to have known Nipsey. And thank you guys for sharing him with me. And thank you guys for sharing him with the whole entire community of LA. And so with that being said, to God be the glory, and peace starts with us. And that is the legacy for him. To me, it is peace. He wants us to have peace here in our communities first, so that it could spread. And it started with him in his own neighborhood, that he just wanted to do so much for us as far as bringing us together, and even, the gangs that were enemies, he wanted to do so much as far as bringing them together. And all of that is just definitely a spiritual walk with God. There's no other explanation that I can think of, but that God was definitely ordering his footsteps. So this is the result, that when God does something, no man can stop it. And even though he's not here to carry on and fulfill the things that was in his heart to fulfill, the Lord has already spoken to all of us in our hearts. We already know that he is behind it. So let's focus on that, and focus on loving each other, and focus on giving God the praise for the revelation, the fact that we have been unified for this moment means that we can be unified forever if we try hard enough. Nothing is impossible, and God can do anything but fail. Amen. So today we have a very special guest with us, and she's a comedian. Her name is Tamala, and I love that name, Tamala. She can't stand that name, Tamala, because she's so countrified. She think maybe Tamala is a little too proper. I don't know.
I love my name. I just don't want to follow my other two sisters. I love them, but I don't want to get them mixed up with anyone else. I want to have my own identity. Like Whoopi. Whoopi said it took her a long time to come up with a cool name, so I like my name.
Whoopi?
Gray. Yeah, Whoopi came up with her name. Whoopi.
I wonder where she got that name from. Whoopi.
I don't know, but she loves it. And
Whoopi!
Yeah. Might not be how we think she got. No, I'm just playing. Whoopi.
Sassy. I wonder where people say. I wonder where she got that name from. Sassy.
Well, you walk sassy, so.
Oh, well, see, that's why I got the name. June told me.
Really? Really?
June from the Pointer Sisters named me Sassy many years ago because of the way I walk, and she said the way I think, and she said the way I act, and she said, and when I sing, I remind her of Sarah Vaughan.
Wow.
And they called Sarah Vaughan Sassy. That's how I got the name Sassy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Many years ago. Shout out to the Pointer Sisters. Anita, I love you. Bonnie, I love you. Keep up the good work. Ruthie, I love you. And even the Fritz and your other brother, I can't think of his name right off the back, but I love everybody in that family. That's my adopted family, the Pointer Sisters, okay? And shout out to Yo-Yo. She's doing some wonderful things, we just got through looking at a play that she was in, and it was really a really nice play. I just like to see my girl doing all kind of things. I heard she was anchoring on the news the other day at Channel 11. She just doing it, and she letting her voice be heard. And it's important to let your voice be heard because, with somebody like that in the media, I mean, I would just love to absolutely turn on my TV and see what she has to say about all the things that's going on around the world. Because you know what, like minds think alike, and her and I, we surely think alike when it comes to things like that.
That's dope.
And she could surely spread some wisdom and some light on some things, and that's what it's all about. And that's why I have the show Testimony, because I want to give everybody a platform to come and be uplifted. Come uplift me and uplift others, and that's how the love spreads.
Absolutely.
So I know that you have a serious testimony today.
I do.
I admire the fact that you said you was some real big person, bigger than me, and I'm big. But I'm big little, but I'm big, but she's, I admire her because she looks fabulous. And yeah, you do. You got a body of a Coke bottle.
Oh, wow.
And that takes hard work.
It really does.
And I know it does.
At this age.
I know it does, because me, Joyce Talbert, shout out to Joyce Talbert and the Good Girls, they coming back. They're my girls too. Me and Joyce Talbert, and Yo-Yo, actually, we had a trainer, and I tell you, girl, I was a Coke bottle too when I got through, and Yo-Yo was like, well, what are you doing that we're not doing? Because I was so determined, I just started shaping up, and it was like a sculpture, it was like, and people around the park was asking for the number of our trainer, because they was like, if you did that to her, they watched me physically work out,
It is a chemistry, a combination of things to get to your goal. When the doctor told me 5 years ago that I had arthritis in my knees, and then she told me that I was borderline diabetic, I knew I had to get my life back in track, because my mother suffered from diabetes. She died at 67 from complications of diabetes, and never got it in control, and just took it as I said to this day, my mother took it as a death sentence, because she didn't take the diagnosis and learn from it. She didn't do anything to help. she just continued to stay in that cycle. And I just said I didn't want to be that. So I wanted to let my mother's, the vibrant, beautiful, outgoing spirit live through me.
Right.
And that's why I took control of my life and I started exercising. I found that trainer. And he just inspired me to start loving on myself.
I got chills because I know you and I see your drive for working out and and you just really be into it. Hey, Sassy, what you doing? I'm finna go work out, girl. I'm at the gym. That is all the time.
I mean, I want to get
you
people
live in the gym.
Yeah, I want to get people so motivated that it's part of their life. It's part of, like, if you going to the store and you're buying something for your store, you're gonna buy something for yourself too. You're gonna buy some workout outfits. You're gonna buy some gym shoes. You got to invest.
Stand up, because you do wonders with that for that dress, girl. Stand up. Yeah. I need them to see that. Turn all the way around, and it's real. It's hers. It's hers. Okay. But you look fabulous.
It took a while, you guys.
This is fabulous.
It took a while.
That's what people doing for surgery.
It took a while. And the thing about it is, once I start seeing the results, I'm hooked.
Right.
And like you, I'm not even though I'm small, I'm still buffy. Because I got big arms, the guys.
It's called big boned.
I'm big boned. But fitness is part of who I am. Not just comedy, not just cleaning, even though I do all those things. Fitness is a big part of who Caramel Gray is. Tamala Johnson is. I just love it.
Yeah, because Caramel Gray, we're going to get to her in a minute. Tamala Johnson is the fitness trainer and the yoga instructor.
I just wish my mother was here right now so I could tell her the things I know that she could do for herself to help her. But I want to help somebody else's mom. If I can get somebody else's mom and encourage them,
you can help Nay's mom. That's me.
I'm encouraging you. You already one of my clients. She already one of my clients. But God gave me this idea to come up with a fitness routine 13 years ago because I was really tired of doing aerobics. This was way before Zumba came out. I was tired of aerobics, and then Zumba came out. I did Zumba. I got my certification in Zumba. I was still bored. So God gave me a routine called Erotics. It's yoga, because I love yoga, and it's erotic dance, because I like to twerk. Even though I'm 48, women in our 40s can still twerk and have fun and do it. It doesn't
you sure can, girl.
It doesn't have to be.
Don't be hating because you don't know how to twerk. If she know how to twerk, let her twerk.
That's right.
Let
and
her
not
twerk.
only that, it comes from our heritage.
Well, you ain't got to twerk. You got.
Twerking comes from our heritage.
But you know what? Some people they start twerking in front of little kids doing the wrong thing.
It's appropriate.
Thank you. It's appropriate for the appropriate time
Absolutely.
and place. Yeah.
And a gym is an appropriate place for that to get your frustrations out. Let's say you had a tough day at work. You come to your erotics. You're gonna feel very, very good after that. 50
Erotics.
minutes.
Have you guys ever heard of that? Nope. Erotics. Can you explain to us what Erotics is?
Well, Erotics is a combination of two things that I like to do in fitness, and that's twerking and yoga. So yoga and erotic dance. And it's a lot of fun.
Erotic dance and yoga. So we gonna be peaceful. We gonna calm you down.
Yes.
And then we gonna get you ready.
Bust it open, baby. We're going to twerk with some Cardi B and everybody else.
Okay.
And another thing about your writings,
you like reggae music too.
That's what we use.
Yes.
I use nothing but reggae music. Use our music. So
yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah. But fitness is only one part. Comedian. That's why I moved out here. I moved out here 5 years ago to pursue my dream to be a comedian. Ended up homeless. 3 years out of the 5, I was homeless, Sassy. Yeah.
So many people, you know what? That's why God gonna bless you with whatever it is that you need to come to pass is gonna come to pass, because you came here specifically to get something, so you gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
So when you go somewhere to do anything, you best believe if your faith is in the right place. And you know the God I serve.
Oh, yeah.
It's already done.
It is.
It is already done.
And it's the thing that I know now. When I was going through it, I was like, why me? Why me? Why me? And God's like, why not you? So I stopped asking why me, and I started looking for jokes. I started looking like, okay, this is why I'm here. It's to get jokes. It's to help somebody because I'm a healer. I heal people with my words. Comedy is a healer. Laughter is a healer. So I need to find something that I can help heal somebody. So I stop looking at me, stop worrying about me. And in the midst of me stop worrying about me, I start finding people that needed to be healed. They needed that laughter.
You started exercising it with the fruits of the Spirit.
Absolutely.
That's good.
And so many people just start saying, I want to be around you. I want to hear what you have to say. Like, because I started being a part of this group, this organization called Exodus Recovery. And I started going to groups. I started taking anger management because I realized I'm angry.
Right.
And I didn't even know I was.
I get angry too.
Out here in California,
we all do. We human.
I have gotten a little layer of skin that I've never had. And part of it is because of that freeway.
Oh, that freeway
that
make you angry.
That 405 will make you curse.
Not just the 405.
The 110.
The 101.
The 110,
we can start naming
the
them.
devil is just sitting out there. Where you at, say? I can't stand the 110. But anyway.
That new one, the 105 too.
Yeah,
it's it is.
But comedy is, in being homeless, like I said, is the 3 years of being in that shelter. I met so many women. I met so many men in those groups of learning about anger, about grief. My father died when I was 7. I never went to a counseling. I never got counseling. They sent me right back to school. So I'm 48 and now getting all these things out that I should have been got out. So it's like I've been going through a healing process, and it's like if I never was homeless, I would have never went through this healing process that I needed to help myself and to help others.
That's what God does. He allows us to be in situations so that these type of revelations can take place. Just like the one from the situation with what just happened in L.A. With the passing of Nipsey. It was a situation that God has allowed us to now live a revelation of, which is people are actually walking together. There's a lot that are acting up as usual, and we suspect that it won't be a perfect peace, but we want to say that let's make the legacy something bigger than us. Let's live in a spiritual realm, and let's make that situation the best revelation that we have ever seen on earth.
That's how we all should try to live.
Everywhere
we go, we should let our light shine.
Yes.
I don't care how dark it is. It should still be a spark of light if you're there.
Yes.
And like I said, everywhere I go, I'm going to let my light shine.
Every test becomes a testimony.
Absolutely.
And your journey wouldn't be your journey if you hadn't gone through it. You couldn't help nobody else.
And when I stopped waddling and whining, that's when the revelation came. That's when God spoke to me and said, look,
I am molding you.
Yeah, look at this opportunity.
I am preparing you, and I am getting you ready.
Yeah.
I am building your character, and this is why these things have to take place.
Right. And I was like, God, okay, I understand all this, but the bed bugs, Jesus.
You mad at the bed bugs?
Did I have to go through the bed bugs?
Well, shoot, they got bed bug issue all over the place.
But,
you mad at? I'm glad I ain't got them. Lord have mercy.
But look,
Lord Jesus, I heard you got to take all your furniture out when you get them things.
Listen, let me tell you something about bed. I wouldn't have never known. I researched these little boogers. Bed bugs have the ultimate respect of me now. I didn't have to destroy none of my clothing or furniture because I didn't have anything. I have no furniture.
Give them this information for real.
But my clothes, I said I got to keep something. I don't want to start everything over. So I researched how to kill them, and I did. You have to put them in the dryer, put your clothes in the dryer, then wash them, then dry them again. The heat is what kills them. But I wouldn't have never got these jokes.
Well, my husband told me that because when he was in the halfway house, and that halfway house is still full of bed bugs. I don't know how in the world they are allowing that. they just inmates. We don't care if they get bit up. But that is wrong because they coming home to visit their family and things like that. Yeah. And they couldn't sleep because they had so many bed bugs.
I asked God to kill
in the
me.
halfway house. And I mean, they had hundreds of men in this particular halfway house, and I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all probably know which one it is. And it's down there, downtown LA, and it is full of bed bugs, and they really need to take care of that issue for themselves, our people. You know, you really got to take care of that. But they said they used to have to do the same thing, throw everything in the dryer twice.
Yeah.
You throw it in the dryer first, wash it, throw it in the dryer again. Yeah. That's what he said. That's exactly what he told me he had to do.
Yeah. They live in life fixtures. They live in light fixtures. They live in plugs. They live in
light fixtures?
Yes. They live up underneath the front. Any little place they can hide. Yeah. I had to research because I wanted to find
out they jump too.
Yes.
They jump, huh?
Yes. They bite so much, and I don't want to keep talking about no bed bugs, but they hurt so bad that I actually prayed and asked God to kill me that night. Because I did. It was bad. It was terrible.
Is that bad? Well, no, I've seen like sores from people, really big sores.
I was about to say that.
Bugs.
My skin, God is good. My skin was really, really just bad. Like, this is just a reoccurring that I just scratched, but it was terrible. Black soap and other shea butters, it just made it go away.
Well,
but it was
your
bad.
Skin. Black soap got your skin flawless right now too. I love that stuff. It really works.
It really does work. But I want to be a face for the homeless, because people have such a bad stigma of when they see homeless people or homeless women or homeless men or kids, they look down on them. I don't want that stigma for homeless. So I want to be a face for homeless. I want to have do something for the homeless, because I want the change of the stigma of the negative stigma to change for the homeless people, because they're not just less than. Just because you're homeless don't mean you're hopeless. And we need help.
Say that again.
They need help.
Say that again.
Just because a person is homeless doesn't mean they're hopeless. Because I was going to shows on a bus. I had friend girls that would pick me up, but I was homeless going to shelter. And people for 3 years, people didn't know that. I did Laugh Factory in Long Beach. I was homeless. I said I have to leave because I have to go back. I have a curfew.
Oh my God. Yes, that is just really
I mean, I believe in me, and I'm not going to stop.
That's my phone. Scam likely.
Something that I love. It's okay. I'm not going to stop something that I love because of this little obstacle. After I stopped complaining, I realized I was right where God wanted me to be. So why complain?
Amen.
And just keep going, even though you got the bed bugs, even though, my little Land Rover I saw drive down the street, I had my Land Rover taken away from me. Things just started disappearing. Things just started God started taking things away. But he needed me closer to him. And as much as stuff he took away, when you got things, you get comfortable. And I guess I got so comfortable that I wasn't calling on him as much. So he's like, I miss you, baby. So he started taking things. Because he loves me. He chases those.
Because he's a jealous God.
Yes.
And when we don't have our attention on him, he gets very, very upset.
He chasing me.
And so that's why I'm careful at how I look at a whole lot of situations, because a lot of things to me are just distractions. And distractions can cause you everything.
It can be life-threatening.
Of course, so you have to stay focused on him, because he's a jealous God. And the thing that you love the most, that becomes your God. Somebody said that to me, and it was a matter of fact, it was a evangelist who said that to me. And she said, whatever you in love with, that becomes your God. So when you think of that and you love something so much, you got to check yourself. Yeah. And be like, I love you, but wait a minute. Yeah. I love you the most, Lord. You know what I mean? And you got to really check yourself when you're that obsessed with anything. And I don't care what it is. It could be shopping. It could be, Lord have mercy, money. It could be a lot of things. A woman, sex.
Yeah.
Yes, it could be your kids. God said, I am a jealous God. Yeah. I want you to love, and I want you to, show love, but I want you to know that you can never love anything and anybody more than me. Absolutely. But when we do love our kids a lot, that's one thing that he'll allow us to do. You know what I'm saying? When we love our mother a lot, that's one thing he'll allow us. Our spouse a lot, that's one thing he'll allow us to do. But I'm sorry, friends, he just want us to love each other. He ain't trying to get us to be in love with our friends. Understand?
Everything has to be in order. And
In
it needs to
order
be part.
and perspective,
Yes,
you know.
absolutely.
We have to be that. And a lot of my friends, they are in love with their friends. You know, they can't do nothing without them. A lot of my old friends, and those are the friends that I had to stop really hanging around because everything was a distraction.
Yeah.
You know, they couldn't do nothing unless it was everybody doing it together. Let's all, you know, remember when, you know, everybody used to smoke marijuana and chill, and I used to turn up.
Right.
You know, every day they'll meet you at your house at 8:00 in the morning. Girl, what's up? Where's that? I'm ready to smoke. You know, and we grew up and we grew out of that.
Yeah.
And now if you smoke on your own.
Right.
You know, you ain't calling your friend talking about, girl, you know how many job interviews that we probably missed from falling behind each other and wanting to just, and then saying, you know, you my home girl, you my girl. You know, our loyalty was just too strong that we could not function and do anything else for ourselves and find ourselves unless we separated. And then we come back together when we get older. And a lot of my friends caught hold of that, but a lot of people don't catch hold of that. To this day, they be like 47, 50 years old and doing the same thing.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to separate. Even with family, you got to separate.
And come back to your friends. They're your friends. Your true friends are going to be your friends forever.
Absolutely.
And you don't have to never worry about you not being there every day for their beck and call, or them not being there every day for you for your beck and call.
You don't need an excuse to do self-care.
No, or go anywhere. No. Sometimes go places by yourself.
I take myself out all the time.
Enjoy things by yourself. Go out by yourself. Take your family if you got your kids. Hang out with your kids. That is the most fun ever. Hang out with your spouse. Hang out with your mama and your daddy. You know, do that sometimes. And you got a bunch of cousins. Y'all get together and have your own picnic. You know,
the thing out here, being out here, it gets kind of lonely for me. Family is, you know, I don't have family out here other than my daughters, but they all grown. They don't want to hang out with me. They want to hang out with their friends. They got jobs.
That's when I come in. I'm like your family now.
You are my family.
I don't have to be your blood sister, brother, cousin to be called family.
Absolutely.
We still have family that even outside our family are family that consider we are close at heart with them.
Before you, it was pretty lonely over on this side because I don't want to be around quantity. I want to be around quality.
And this is, thank you. Now you're telling me what I should have been saying.
Yeah, I don't want to be around
quantity. And you saying it for me, and I thank God that you said it. It's not about quantity and how many people, you know, that's around. It's about quality. It was getting to the point where it was getting so ridiculous. I got so sick of people coming over my house every single day.
Were you treating them like the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Never ever have a break. You know what I'm saying? I had to get to the point when I went into my celibacy where I wasn't cursing. I was totally living in a spiritual realm. I wasn't cursing. I wasn't even having sex. I didn't know my husband then. And trust me, my circle became very small.
That's where I'm at right now.
Very small. And people didn't want to be around me because I was too sanctified at that time.
Well, the thing about it, you make people feel guilty about the things that they're doing when you're around.
No, but I don't want to do that because
you're not doing it on purpose.
Because I'm not like Miss Holier Than Thou myself.
You don't do it on purpose, but they know where your badges are. They know that you're celibate because you're a walking testimony. They know that you're celibate. They know that you don't cuss anymore.
And they be like, girl, we ain't coming over there, girl. You ain't girl, you girl. And I'll be like, all right, I'll see y'all later. And it's lonely being indifferent.
It really
indifferent. It's lonely being, you know, spiritually gifted because a lot of people don't understand your walk and a lot of people don't understand your position, you know, and God has given you an assignment, and you know it. It doesn't matter if anybody else figures it out or not. You know what you need to do. You know you need to be obedient. You know you need to shape up. When you acting out, you know you need to get back in order because you gonna act out. Cause I act out, you know. So you ain't gonna. Ain't nobody perfected. Everybody
Lord.
has imperfection. And that's what we got to come to grips of. Love me in my imperfection. I love you in your imperfection. I'm not trying to figure you out. I'm not trying to
Please don't
change you either. We're not perfect, but I love you for who you are. Love me for who I am, because don't expect me to be perfect because I went to ministry school and got my little AA. Because, honey, I got a whole lot to learn about the Lord. And I'm still, like everybody else, a walk in progress. So when you see me, don't do what I do. Do what I say if I'm speaking spiritually.
That's real.
In the
background of the church said amen.
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 Sister Juicy
And
Fruit.
amen again.
Amen.
So you a comedian. That's next, because you know what? She is very comical, you guys. This is Caramel Gray.
Yes, honey.
She is a comedian, and she's a funny comedian too.
I gotta put a little shout out to myself. If y'all not doing anything this Saturday, I need y'all to come to the J Spot. I will be there at 9:45. That's when the doors open up for the second show. Come early because it's gonna fill up real quick.
When is it?
This Saturday, 9:45 at the J Spot.
Wow.
Comedian Mike, the promoter, Big Mike.
Oh, okay. All right. I wish I could be there. Actually, I might come.
I hope you come.
I might.
Bring Yo-Yo.
I got a whole
Come
lot.
laugh with me.
Me and Yo-Yo come laugh with you.
That would be so freaking dope for Yo-Yo to see me. Are you serious, Key Lolo?
So, so funny.
I love Yo-Yo. Like, are you kidding me? I mess with Yo-Yo. I'm Key Lolo in the house, at my house. We all acting out Martin. And
we all love. Hey, we all know. We
yes.
all love me. We all love us some Yo-Yo.
I still do this when she dance.
When
she do that, that's my thing, Yo-Yo.
Do it again. That's her. That is her, girl.
Told you I know you, Yo-Yo.
That is her.
I'm gonna do it one more time for you, Yo-Yo. I love Yo-Yo, man. Like,
that is
I just want to do that
funny.
with you, Yo-Yo, and then I ain't got to do nothing else with you. I'm just playing. I want to teach Yo-Yo the Yo-Rotics. Yo-Yo doing Yo-Rotic.
Okay, she might be real. She might be real down for that, because she, her and my friend Joyce Tauber, girl, they are the workout fanatics.
I would
let
love
me tell
both
you.
of them to come and do it.
Oh yeah, and Joyce got the good girls. Maybe you can go get a little thing going with them with your erotics, and they would love it because they need to work out. They about to go back on the road. The good girls. And
Oh yeah,
Yo-Yo stay on the road.
That'll be so dope.
You can, definitely she you talk about exercising, she be like, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's her favorite thing. And you know what? And I'm glad I got friends like that. And I don't know why I ain't just,
It's coming.
shaped up so fast.
It's
but
coming.
it's slowly but surely.
I
It's
see it.
coming.
Absolutely.
It's slow, but it's coming. It's coming. And it starts with, the way I eat, the way I think. So
Yeah, consistency.
yeah, the way I eat and the way I think, that's what I that's my motto now, and so I can't eat a bunch of junk, just a little bit. Every now and then I want to put a little fat in there to burn, but I gotta eat healthy, and I have to think healthy,
Absolutely.
and because that's how things manifest from our thoughts, and that's how it manifests in our soul. Yes. So be careful what you say and the words that come out of your mouth and how you think, because the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Yep. And that is so true, and same thing with women. As a woman thinketh, so is she.
That's real.
So it starts with the thought, and that thought feeds your soul, your spirit, and it manifests. It can manifest good or bad.
Absolutely.
So you be your choice, because you are your worst enemy.
Well, that's one reason why I got into the fitness too, because I looked at myself and I was like, this is funny. How you want a husband? You don't even want to look at it. You going to get this together, honey.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, that's just how I was thinking.
That's
a man or men are visual.
Girl, look here.
And at that time, like 20 years ago, me and my age were wanting young girls. So I was in competition with women 15, 20 years younger than me back then. But now our age, we get in shape
Well,
now.
you know,
We taking it back.
I done seen some men be like, I like my women big,
Well,
big, baby, big.
well, I've always
you know.
heard only thing want a bone is a dog.
Yeah.
Bow
Only thing on the bone is a dog. And all that old, I want to look like Barbie the American way. It's really not
my
reality thing.
because of the arthritis. To me, looking good is feeling good.
That's right.
Feeling good is looking good. When I was in pain,
Health is wealth.
I couldn't wear my
Yes.
heels. I didn't feel good.
Health
so
is
why would I
wealth.
want to look good if I'm
Yes.
hurting?
Absolutely.
So I found that fitness is really a fountain of youth. I look better now, to me, physically look better than I did when I was in college. And that was way before kids. But mentally, I wasn't back there. And that's why I wasn't feeling good, because I didn't love myself back then. But I love myself now.
Let's talk
feel
about the
good.
Peace Tour.
Yes.
We both go to the City of Refuge, so
Woo, woo.
yeah, Shout out to Noel Jones,
Oh, my
like
goodness.
always. But I can't forget my boy Ron. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron, in the warehouse. Ron, oh my God, Ron, I love that man, Ron. He is just the most beautiful
I met
soul.
Ron.
Ron runs the warehouse in the back, and he is
Mm-hmm.
the most beautiful soul you have ever met. And I enjoy working with him. I really enjoy working with Ron. So shout out to you, Ron.
But you worked in the background of the Peace Tour, or the Peace Conference.
Peace starts with me.
Peace
Yeah,
starts
I
with me.
worked with Ron in the back. So I was with the youth, my favorite department. And so I got the chance to hang out with all the little Asian youth, know.
Yay.
And then what really tripped me out was, and it was called the Peace Starts with Me tour, okay?
Yes.
And notice that on the shirt with Nipsey, I put Peace Start with Us. I for some reason, that's all I hear in my head when I say peace start. And I forget about the me. I say with us. And the reason why I say with us is because this is where the tragedy started. So this is where the peace has to start. So that's why I said the peace starts with us, okay? But the Peace Start with Me tour
Oh, it was amazing.
was amazing. From your view, it was great.
Oh,
Yeah. I was in the back, so I didn't get a chance to see the whole thing. But whatever it is that they were doing, they were promoting peace, and that's a good thing. But one thing that I noticed when I was back there with the kids, there was a little Asian boy about, the age of my little 3-year-old grandchild, and he was sagging. His mama had him sagging. She didn't even speak good English. She was straight from Asia. Had him sagging skinny jeans and his little dun-dun Superman booty shorts.
wow.
The little, the kid
pull-up-
draws.
the pull-up thing.
No, the kid draws.
Okay,
the little
yeah.
Spider-Man
Oh, the
boy
underoos.
underwears, the
old
underoos
school underoos.
was showing.
Oh.
The whole picture of the Spider-Man, like, this was not like, oh, his pants is falling down. This was a specific
Sagging.
intention on dressing like
Yeah, I don't like
a
sagging.
thug.
Yeah, I don't like sagging.
And that's why I say peace start with us. Because they get that stuff from over here in LA. So let's allow them to take something that's more positive and useful in their life. And let's show that as an example. And let them spread that, because what we do is starting to spread to the kids from all over the world because of the media in Hollywood. And Hollywood is where we are. So everything that we do, they're looking at us because this media over here is Hollywood.
But it's funny
So-
how they only gravitate toward the negative portion of things that African Americans don't even really like.
They don't know what's negative.
A true black woman, a true black man don't like sagging.
They don't know what's negative because they see the Hollywood version of it. So they don't know what we know. That's why I'm saying, they're looking at us and they're like, yeah, I'm going to dress my kid. We're going to L.A. We're on a Peace with Me tour to L.A. You're going to be sagging today.
So you think they purposely did it?
Purposely had both of her kids, little boys.
Wow.
The other one was about 5. He was sagging too.
Wow. No,
I
didn't
said,
see
you
that.
know what? Girl, I didn't say nothing because, you know, I would have been out of line. But it took everything in me not to open up my mouth and bring that mama to the side and try to speak to her where she can understand that this is not cool.
Ling Ling.
Okay?
Suki Saki. I'm going to need you not to do that, Ling Ling.
Go to your country and tell them that this is not cool, okay? We are trying to reverse
Look
that.
here, Ling Ling.
Actually,
Stop that.
we don't want these kids keep showing their behinds like that. It's
not
ridiculous.
cute. It's not cute.
Then you got big old people doing it too now, and you
40-year-old
know don't
men
nobody need to
sagging. People ask
be
me, why are you
saying that.
single? Why are you single? It's easy to be single. You see these choices I have? I'm just saying, give me something to choose, brother.
Ain't nothing but plain potato chips. Ain't got no flavors. None at
I
all.
put my own hot sauce on. It's a doggone shame what I got to do up in here. Gotta put my own hot sauce on
So
stuff.
you know you better not ask for no dip if you only got one brand chip.
You wonder why I'm changing my names and stuff. I gotta be creative. I gotta be different people out here.
Lord have mercy. Come on, men. Step your game up. Step your game up. These women out here, and they single, and they ready, but y'all not ready.
No, I'm just gonna stay
Y'all
ready.
not
I'm just
ready.
gonna stay ready.
Y'all not ready.
You right. I'm
You
just
know?
gonna stay ready.
But these
You
women
keep
are
working
ready.
on me.
So we gonna go on a little break. And the song that I'm about to play to y'all is something that I dug up out of my personal archives. I did it with Clint Sands from the West Side Connection.
Wow.
Yeah, Mr. Payback. We did this. And it was a project for the veterans from a woman who paid for it out in Malibu back in the day. I can't remember her name, but if she's watching, shout out to you too. And so, you know, I felt that it was appropriate for the time that we have been mourning over the Nipsey Hussle situation. And because I do think that it's bigger than us, you know. Everybody's looking at a smaller situation, but I think it's bigger than us. And, you know, I think the whole world need to really open up their eyes at the spiritual aspect of it all. We can't fight flesh with flesh. This thing is bigger than us. It's a spiritual thing. And so we have to fight it with spirit. And the spirit that we have to fight it with is the Holy Spirit in order to drive wickedness out. So, you know, with that being said, we're going to give a shout out to the vets, but we also going to give a shout out to the soldier who lost his life sacrificing it for the peace and for the sake of love for all of us.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to be free.
Everybody come together and make this world a better place again. Bring back the peace to our motherlands. Overseas, the wars gotta end. That's the only way we gonna win. All you soldiers, hope you listening. Too much killing, too much struggling. Katrina got us crying over lost friends. Lord have mercy, please forgive us for our sins. We gotta focus on a brighter dream. We got a bigger war in New Orleans. I question equal opportunity. Surviving children with no food to eat. No kind of shelter, sleeping on the streets. The more we fight, you know, the more we gotta pray that more than 110 soldier rides away. The world needs love. Listen, children, to a story that was written long ago about a kingdom on a mountain and the valley folks below. On the mountain was a treasure buried deep beneath the stone, and the valley people swore that they'll have it for their very own. Go ahead and hate your neighbor. Go ahead, cheat a friend. Do it in the name of heaven. You can justify it in the end. There won't be any trumpets blowing come the judgment day on the bloody morning after. So the people of the valley sent a message up the hill, asking for their buried treasures, tons of gold for which they killed. came the answer from a kingdom. With our brothers we shall share all the secrets of our mountains, all the riches buried there. Now the valley cried with anger, mount your horses, draw your sword, and they killed the mountain people, so they won their just reward. Now they stood beside a treasure on a mountain dark and red, turned the stone and looked beneath it, peace on earth was all it said.
Do it in the name of heaven and justify it in the end. There won't be any trumpets blowing come the judgment day. Early morning after, working soldiers rise away.
Go ahead, show your neighbor. Go ahead, cheer a friend. Do it in the name of heaven. You can justify it in the end. There won't be any trumpets blowing come the judgment day. On the bloody morning after, one tin soldier rides away. So, we want more than just one tin soldier to ride away. We need all our soldiers. We need all our soldiers.
Yes.
They all fallen. And we got to pray, guys. We really got to pray and stick together. And there's power in that. And before I end the show, I want to thank you for coming on, Caramel Gray, because that's what I always call you, Caramel. I call you, hey, Caramel. It's like some people knew Sassy and never knew who Tanji was. You know, I knew Caramel first. So I want to thank Caramel for coming on the show. And she'll be coming back to host with me because she's funny, and she'll be back for topic and discussion.
I appreciate
Yeah, I want you to come back. I would hope you come back and hang out and make us laugh doing topic and discussion, because I'm going to need her for a whole lot of things and a whole lot of reasons, is because she makes me laugh, and it does bring healing. So thank you for that. And I also want to read to you guys before I leave here. Philippians 4:6 says, be careful for nothing. So that means don't worry about anything, okay? He says, but in everything by prayer and supplication, meaning that you already know that when you pray for it, it's already done, okay? With thanksgiving, you might as well thank him now for it.
Enjoy, rejoice.
Let your requests be made known unto God. And thank him while you asking, because he already know before you ask. And that's what that means.
Yes.
And 7 says, and the peace of God, once you do that, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and your mind through Jesus Christ. Meaning no matter what you're going through and how deep it is and how tragic it is, God can bring you a kind of peace that surpasses all understanding. Nobody will be able to figure it out, but it will be very peaceful. It would be a supernatural peace, and you'll know that it's not coming from no man, no woman, nobody, not you, but only God. And he'll show you that he is God all by himself. And finally, I want to read to you on the 8th verse of Philippians 4. It says, finally, my brethren, and I'm going to say my brethren and my sisters, whatsoever things are true, and whatsoever things are honest, and whatsoever things are just,
and whatsoever things are pure, and whatsoever things are lovely, and whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue,
Come on.
and if there be any praise,
Yes.
think on these things.
Amen.
So stay in the spiritual realm. I love y'all, and I'm out. Ciao.